You've been called in the past a crypto skeptic, and I know the last time that you were on our air was back in February. You said that Affirm may need to start considering cryptocurrencies if Bitcoin's popularity continues to grow. Back then, Bitcoin was approaching 50,000. Today, it's blown past 60,000. So what's in the works, Max? Are you planning something? Are you planning to take Bitcoin or other cryptos as a form of payment?
We haven't announced any plans just yet, but I am nothing if not consistent. We certainly look at all the different, super exciting, frankly, developments in the world of financial services, and cryptocurrencies is no exception. So we'll undoubtedly come up with something cool and very specifically, uniquely Affirm. But we've been at the forefront of creating transparent, honest financial products. And if crypto can be used to further that mission, we will certainly use all tools available to us to do that.
Are you having more conversations about it internally now? And I wonder, too, we're on the eve of Coinbase's direct listing. How do you think that that might change the game for not just fintechs, but perhaps market dynamics? I mean, we saw retail investors make a huge splash over the last year. Now, when you get crypto enthusiasts, what do you think that's going to do to not just fintech names, but perhaps the broader market as well?
Yeah, I'm certainly not qualified to opine on something that I was frequently positioned as a skeptic. But my guess is crypto is becoming a much more of a household name, and so with every passing day, certainly IPOs like Coinbase bring its popularity and acceptance more widely. So again, something that Affirm is certainly having conversations internally about. As soon as we're ready to say something, we absolutely will. We announce our products fairly regularly, like our debit card a couple of weeks ago. So just please stay tuned.
As we will, of course. Max, good to see you. And we were also talking about Grab. And this plays into, I think, the broader payments space, fintech space. One of the more interesting parts of Grab to me is not just the ride hailing or the food delivery, but how they're enabling digital commerce and commerce writ large in Southeast Asia. I mean, I know Southeast Asia isn't really where Affirm is focused, but talk to me about the meaning of that, the significance of enabling more seamless commerce, perhaps enabling the ability to buy from small business more easily, and what that means for the economy, the significance of companies that are doing that.
I think Grab is certainly an extremely impressive engine for growth, and I happen to know some of the team there and continue to be very impressed. That said, I'm hardly an expert in Southeast Asia. I do have a very sort of clear and visible parallel in the North American world. Shopify is another platform where literally millions of small merchants are aggregated and have all these services combined in a single dashboard, single collection of products. Obviously, we have a massive exclusive deal with Shopify to provide buy now, pay later services. And so from that lens, it's remarkable how this bundling of products just makes it so much easier for merchants to say yes to all these new ways to grow their business, to sell more items, to engage with their customers. And so in that sense, I'm very bullish on platforms, and Grab is certainly one of those, but I think there's a handful worldwide that are just kind of the new answer to eBay from roughly 20 years ago, et cetera. So I think I'm a very, very strong bull in that world.
Now, bringing it closer to home, tell me about consumer behavior as we hope to be coming out of this pandemic. How much fluctuation are you seeing in spending patterns, what people are spending on, adoption of platforms like Affirm for different use cases than you might have seen a year ago, and how much of that do you expect to continue as we settle into whatever normal is?
Normal is changing every day. Affirm is very much an acyclic business in the sense that we saw tremendous growth during the pandemic as folks realized that perhaps the only way to shop for a time will be boxes that come to your door. That said, we're seeing incredible demand for our product among merchants and consumer demand in areas that have basically been on hold for the last 13 months. So we're seeing just a massive pent-up demand playing out in travel right now. at this point, we're serving our consumers all the time, and we're seeing cost as the least important factor in a decision of what appears to be about 7 out of 10 people are answering that they absolutely expect to travel when some condition is met, for example, vaccination or destinations show less COVID rates. But out of those, 10% only care about cost, which is quite sort of, bodes well for the travel industry. The other one, which is kind of fun, 96% of couples that were planning to get married in 2020 changed their wedding plans, but only 7% called off their wedding. And so we're seeing a huge amount of demand. Our partners in the space are David's Bridal, and of course Peloton is quite useful when it comes to getting into wedding shape, and Urban Stems and Men's Warehouse. We work with a lot of merchants that cater specifically to the wedding industry, and they are appearing to be having a boom